e5 takes space in the center. Controls d4. They missed the right idea here. Makes your life much easier. You are bringing your bishop into play, eyeing the central square. That's playable. Develops the knight and attacks the center. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. This lets your bishop step into the game. Their move is losing material. This is the way to win material. This move puts their rook on a safer square. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. They took your pawn for free. You missed an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. You allowed the opponent. You are now able to win material through an eventual discovered attack. You moved the bishop to a better square. They blocked the check from your bishop. You permitted the opponent to capture a bishop and win material after the follow-up trades. They had a better way to win material through a tactic. Isolated doubled pawns will be hard for you to defend. They missed a chance to kick a bishop. You get a chance to... You've secured an outpost with tempo. They move the rook to safety. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Your opponent blocked the attack on their pawn, keeping it safe. You missed an opportunity to attack a pawn chain. You permitted the opponent. They are threatening to tactically win a bishop. You are losing a knight this way. You overlooked an With the right moves, your opponent is sure to win your bishop. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. That capture of your knight will cause you to lose material after all the trades are made. You overlooked a better way to tactically win a bishop. They move the queen to safety. This is the only move that works, and you found it. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. You forced the checking queen away with a pawn push. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. You permitted the opponent to capture a rook and win material after the follow-up trades. They capture your rook and will win material after all trades are completed. You recaptured. A clear recapture. This was the only move. They bring out their knight, increasing their control. Yes, this is the way. Capturing your hanging pawn. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. They exchange pieces of equal value. Recapturing. Decent move, but they had a better one. You escaped the check from the rook. They missed a chance to capture a free pawn. You're losing a bishop with that move, but your position was losing no matter what. They found a way to win material. A good choice to move your threatened knight. They found a way to win material. You step your king away from the checking knight. Your opponent set up a fork which will win your bishop. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. They move their king out of the check from your knight. Not the best move, but not bad either. Taking your vulnerable bishop. You captured back. They've moved their knight closer to the center to boost its activity. You escape the check from the knight. They move the knight to safety. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. Great, you've developed your last piece, completing your setup. They move their king out of the check from your rook. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. You permitted the opponent to force eventual checkmate. You are now able to eventually win material. They overlooked an opportunity. You allowed the opponent to force eventual checkmate. You missed an opportunity. They missed a chance to force eventual checkmate. Nice, definitely the right move. You get a chance to win a rook through a discovered attack. That discovered attack will win a rook. Their king steps away from the check by your knight. You captured a free rook. You get a chance to win a rook through a fork. You overlooked an opportunity to win a rook through a fork. They move their king out of the check from your rook. This moves your rook to a safer square. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. You are threatening to win a knight through a skewer. Their knight is now on a more active square. You step your king away from the checking knight, defending their hanging pawn. Very good choice. They made one of the top moves in this position. You captured a free pawn. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. You escape the check from the knight. You are now able to win material by checking the king away from its defense. You overlooked an opportunity to win material by checking the king away from its defense. This move left their knight hanging. You captured that free knight. They move their king out of the check from your rook. Passed pawns must be pushed. That's playable. You shield your king by blocking the check from the rook. Decent move, but they had a better one. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. They are right on target. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Your knight is pinned to the king on a... You offered your opponent an opportunity to exchange pieces of equal value. This move puts their rook on a safer square. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. Their passed pawn moves closer to promotion, becoming more dangerous. With precise play, you will win a rook. Pushing their passed pawn. You missed an opportunity to tactically win a pawn. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. Their king steps away from the check by your... This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. That's playable. That pawn was yours for the taking. I like their choice. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They move their king out of the check from your rook. You found a safer square for your rook. They played one of the best moves here. Not the best move, but not bad either. Decent move, but they had a better one. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. Well done, an excellent move. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. They made one of the top moves in this position. You missed an opportunity to push a passed pawn. You are now able to win a rook through a fork. You missed an opportunity to win a rook through a fork. This move doesn't help their position at all. Yes, this is the way. You are now able to force eventual checkmate. Your opponent has no escape. You can force a checkmate with... That was the only move. You're still on the road to checkmate. They move their king out of the check from your rook. You're threatening to force eventual checkmate. You get a chance to force eventual checkmate. You're going to end up losing a knight. You missed an opportunity. You are now able to force eventual checkmate. You can now win with a forced checkmate. This is the way to... They stop the check by interposing. Always feels nice to win.